to the cheap beer corner where I get to make Matthew drink cheap beer.
Good day.
Well, Matthew, today we're not just drinking any cheap beer.
It's the champagne of beers.
The goddamn champagne of beers.
It is in like lovely glassware.
Yeah,
it's an excellent glassware choice.
The classy gentleman that I am, the closest thing I had to a champagne flute was a Noble Aleworks 5th anniversary glass.
Which, by the way, Noble has no association with this whatsoever.
No.
I don't know if they would want to.
In fact, they probably disavow any
Exactly.
and all
They're not.
connection to
They're
this.
never going to speak to us again.
We're gonna get a copyright strike.
We're going to get a C&D. But High Life.
High Life.
Another classic.
The only beer classic enough to adorn the wall of this garage.
Oh shit! Nice.
Yes.
It's got some nice clarity.
It's fizzy. It was very foamy.
It was.
So my theory on this is that they make it extra fizzy because it's the champagne of beers.
It's champagne-y. Yeah.
That's like really, they're like, you know what champagne is?
Fizzy. Yeah. Looks nice though. Looks pretty average for the cheap beer corner.
One time, years ago, in my younger craft beer days, I did a blind tasting at a New Year's Eve party with the champagne of beers, champagne, and Sam Adams Infinium.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Gross.
The results were all over the place.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
There was no definitive results.
Yeah, gross.
So this beer looks clean, very light, even for this style. Really, really light in color.
Yeah, what's the ABV on this?
It's like 5. It doesn't list.
It's not on.
Yeah, it's not
I need
like,
to stop looking on the cans like I'm going to get answers on this show.
It's not like malt liquor. High Life is really. I can't find a discernible difference between Miller High Life and Miller Genuine Draft.
Fizziness.
I really think they're almost the same beer with very slight packaging differences.
It would not surprise me.
Yeah.
I remember I was at the brewery that I work at one time, and there was a dude who worked for like one of the big breweries, and he was like, "Yeah, by the way, this beer, this beer, this beer, this beer, all the same beer, different can." And I'm like, I believe it.
Although some people say that that goes like way too far, where they'd be like, when they make natural ice, they take all the beer off the bottom of the thing, and that's what they put in the. It's like I don't think that's not.
No, honestly, what they do a lot of times is like they make this beer, and then to make another beer, they add more water.
Yeah.
Literally, that's what happens. But this beer, smells kind of malty.
Got a little corn, little malt, little barley malt going on it.
I am not opposed to it. Actually,
it's not bad. It's a little sweet. There's a little bit of sweetness there, but
sure, but it's not like the punchy in the nose type sweetness that we've been getting every once in a while.
So beer smells pretty good.
It's okay.
Well, let's see how it tastes.
Tastes like nothing.
It's really light in flavor.
Super light.
So Once Upon a Dream, I think this was like the flagship. And then in the olden days, because if you look at all the old merchandise and stuff, Miller High Life was like it.
At the top.
Yeah, it was like their beer. They had like the lady on the moon, and you're saying lady? She's right here. Yeah, lady on the half moon.
Oh look, that's actually a thing.
Yeah. They have all this like iconic branding and everything around High Life, but then somewhere around our lifetime, it like moved down market as this cheap beer.
Well, I think what happened is Miller Lite.
Yeah, but there's still Miller Genuine Draft too.
Yeah, it still exists. That's true.
Yeah. Nobody wants it.
Yeah, that's another episode.
But I think Miller High Life is a good example of a beer that is not a cheaply shitty made beer. It's basically comparable to any other beer Miller makes.
That's true.
They just moved it down market for marketing, and
they put it in a plastic 40.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. For the record, there is a certain level of silliness swirling and sniffing out of a tulip, or out of a flute, excuse me.
Yeah.
It's so pretentious. I really kind of like it. So
I drink all my beer from a flute.
Exactly.
Like an actual flute, like.
It's got a lot of holes in it. I think it'd make a very good vessel.
I'd have a lot of beers. It's a cuvee.
Have a beer pouring in every hole.
A flute cuvee.
A beer for every hole.
Miller High Life, a beer for your flute cuvee.